All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Korash. Double honor to the apostles, those great millstone. And shout out to your brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. And man, I just going through some articles and stuff. And this stood out, man. The title of it says it all. Biden begging OPEC for oil after Nixon the Keystone Pipeline is a slap in the face for U.S. workers and proof of its ineptitude. I'm looking up this word ineptitude. All right, lack of skill or ability. All right. It says Joe Biden just went cap in hand to the nations of OPEC for oil, as U.S. workers sit waiting to produce the same product. This proves the Democrats' ideologically driven green agenda is unworkable, unpatriotic, and unacceptable. All right, and this doesn't just start and end with oil. All right, this is the whole problem with outsourcing. All right, this is one. When you look up why did Rome fall, this is one of the reasons Rome fell, man. Outsourcing. All right, what made America great was the fact that it made things, it manufactured its own things, it had its own factories. All right, which meant we had things to export. We didn't just import, so we brought money in. All right, it gave money to the U.S. citizens, which kept the economy stronger, and it brought money into the country instead of just us buying shit by importing everything. All right, and that's enough on that article because I'm at these precepts now, man. Hey, this is all I thought about when I read that, man. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 19, and Salakia. Isaiah 19 and 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his own vomit. So basically, Esau, every decision this devil makes is he's shooting himself in his foot. All right? He's tightening the noose around his neck with every decision that he makes, man. All right? He's destroying his own goddamn economy, man. And it's been going on, for decades now, man. All right? They took the gold off the dollar. They took the silver off the dollar. All right? Made everything credit-based. Got rid of the factories. All right? There's only service jobs left. Even when you make a fucking phone call to a corporate company, that they outsource that, man. So you got to deal with some East Indian that doesn't understand you and you don't understand them. So all the dollars that you do make, you send it right overseas, man. As opposed to keeping this economy going, man. Well, that's perfect, man. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So this is destroying them, man. They're destroying the economy, destroying their own job market. And that's perfect, man. That's the will of the Lord, man. The Lord is taking that wisdom from Edom, man. The shit that made America great, they did contrary to it, man. They fucked themselves over. Hey, this is Obadiah 1. 8. Shall I not in that day say the Yahweh even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? So the Lord is taking that wisdom from this devil, man. And he's bringing this place down. And in scripture is written, all right, the scriptures say what they say. This place will fall economically as well, man. All right, there won't be jobs for Egypt, man. All right, that debt is gonna become a heavy burden, man. And we're witnessing that now, man. The U.S. dollar is in the worst shape ever. Okay, we're entering times that's worse than the Great Depression, man. And when this bubble finally cracked, hey, you're gonna see it. And you're gonna see it, man. This is what happens when a fucking child is ruling the earth, man. All right, this insignificant, just a child is this insignificant devil, like it says in Job 20, or Job 30. Here, this younger than I begin to rule over us, and that word younger means insignificant, man. This is Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 13. Better is a poor and a wise child than an old foolish king who will no more be admonished. And that's what we have, man. All right. It says Edom, was the first of nations. We have this old king, this rulership where the daily womb was healed, which means Rome came back. All right. We got this same damn king, this same Roman emperor. All right. These same Roman rulers. All right. Same old foolish fucking nation ruling again, man. Doing the same thing they did before. They will not be admonished, man. For out of prison he cometh to reigns. All right. So after Rome fell, they got pushed to the Caucasus Mountains, and now they ruling again. All right. They like it says in Job, man. They went there. They was braying amongst the nettles. They was grunting, man. That's where that term caveman come from. It comes from when they was in the Caucasus Mountains, man. All right. Not from the beginning of time. There was no period where we were just fucking cave dwellers, man. All hairy and shit. No, that comes from the Edomites during the Dark Ages, man. You can you can read that book, The 13th Tribe. It goes to how they were, man. Animals, man. Eating lice off each other. Drinking out their damn parents' skulls and shit, man. This devil, Esau, was a damn cave dweller, man. For out of prison he cometh to reign. That goes to Malachi 1 and 4. They shall rebuild, all right, because Rome fell, man. And when Rome fell, they got pushed to the mountains. They was chased away out of the earth as a thief. That's the prison, that Revelation 20, that Satan was locked up in for 1,000 years. He was in the Caucasus Mountains, man. Coming out, this way to say Gog and Magog. Where's the Caucasus Mountains at? All right, in Russia, which is Gog and Magog. Okay. So far, the prison coming to reign came out those mountains. He got in the rulership, starting with the papacy. All right. Whereas also he that is born in his kingdom becometh poor. And that was the only scenario that was going to happen when Esau got in power. That at some point, poverty was going to land upon the people, man. All right. He's too greedy for his own good. So of course he took the silver and the gold off the money, which made the dollar solid. All right, then he got power with that deal he made, to take the silver and gold, take the the gold window off, which meant for the world. Now the world accepted the U.S. dollar as just a debt-based credit system. All right, and that deal came with the OPEC nations, man, that they was going to use the U.S. dollar. And even during that time when, the nations are using it, at least keep your own economy strong so the nations continue to trust in that dollar. And then they got rid of goddamn jobs. Make sure everybody's in debt so everybody can owe him. But what comes with that? Poverty. Now your battery that kept you going is dead. When Esau got in power, one thing was for sure, that at some point, everybody that's under his rule was going to become poor. And we're in that time, man. When the U.S. dollar crashed, which it will, all right, the rest of the world economy crashes as well, man, because the world is tied in with the U.S. dollar now, man. And now the world is starting to see that. And it's too late. There's nothing they can do about it, man. They all in debt. They all in a fiat-based system now. They trust in the dollar so much, they all turned their own currency into paper. And it's going to come with a great price, man. Okay? This is just the beginning, man. We ain't seen shit yet. These countries are going to turn in this place because they're going to fall when America falls, man. So Esau has tricked them into getting into a debt-based system. And we're seeing it, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Hey, the Lord controls everything, including geopolitics. And this is Proverbs. Let me grab that. This is Proverbs It's beautiful, man. This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So the Lord controls the king. He controls the policies and all that, man. The Lord controls everything. All right? The Lord controls everything, including geopolitics, man. All right? The Lord put Esau in power. The Lord is now taking Esau out of power, man. And part of that is his economy collapsing. This is Habakkuk 2. I'm gonna get to the point. Oh man, it's so good. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the point. Verse 5. Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. And what's that wine? You know, it's his philosophies, man. His doctrine, that Western mindset. All right, Esau way of life. All right, he because he's going off with lies. He pushed that to the world. You know. Neither keep it at home. He pushed that his way of life to the world. Who enlarge his desire is hell, because that's what he wants. He wants everything. Even the paper money he give us, he want it back. The shit that don't mean nothing, he wants that back too. It's a greedy devil, man, and that's not good for rulership. And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. So he's got the world tied up in his system. So when this devil falls, the rest of the world must fall with him. So now all this take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And that's what the devil has done, man. He's went across the globe, man. All right, he's conquered everything. All right, what other nation can say that? Who else could this be? All right, who else could be Babylon the Great? Which there's other scriptures that plainly let us know that this is Babylon the Great. But who else could this be? Went and raped, robbed, and murdered the world, man. Increased that which is not his. And laded himself with thick clay. And the Hebrew word for thick clay is ibatyat. Okay? Which means heavy debt. Esau Edom has tricked the world to get in this heavy debt. And the U.S. dollar in America has been the face of the company to get people on board with the IMF, man. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? And the weight that shall vex thee? And thou shalt be for booties unto them. Because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood and for the violence of the land of the city and of all that dwell therein. Okay? That's the only thing left for America, man. Hey, you're being made weak. And the nations are seeing it, man. And the nations are watching this economy crash. The nations are watching the division of America. And they're going to rise up and vex this place fast, man. At one point, America was such power, they will boast. That oil was just theirs. But now, this article, the title alone says a lot about the state of America. America's begging, Biden is begging for the oil from the OPEC nations, man. Hey, the countries are seeing how weak you are becoming, man. But, hey, it's written that way, man. It's Isaiah chapter 14. And, 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, so this is talking about the rulers of modern day Babylon, man. So when we get to verse 12, we read this, just a, side note, because we may not even have to hit that verse. I believe it's 12. But when it talks about Lucifer, all right, it's talking about the king of Babylon. That word Lucifer only means light bearer. All right. And who has that, supposedly has a hidden light? They call themselves Illuminati, which is just the rulers of this world, man. They think they got that secret, that wisdom, which the Lord did give them a portion of wisdom, man. And now the Lord is making that wisdom fail them. All right? Now the Lord is making their own wisdom fail them, man. Talking about, so let's go green. Now they shot themselves in the fucking foot. It's Isaiah 47, Salakia, or was it Ezekiel? Okay, damn, yeah, it's Ezekiel 28. All right, I'm going to have to bounce around through this Ezekiel 28. Okay, this is Ezekiel 28. And I'll come back to the Isaiah, Lord willing. Ezekiel 28, and I'm going to start at the top. The word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, send to the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a power, I sit in the seat of the Most High. And now it says Tyrus, but this, who's ruling right now? Who is that new merchant city? Edom. All right, Edom is modern day Egypt, modern day Babylon. All right, modern day Nineveh. He is that current ruling city. Okay, and that word Tyrus, it means basically the same as Cain, which Edom is Cain. That's the seed of Cain. Tazar, which says a rock, but it goes to the word flint, hard pebble, used as a knife. And that's what that word Cain means. I think it means thrusting instrument or killing instrument. Okay? Thus says the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a power. And who does this apply to? That's another thing. Who does it apply to? That's 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. All right? That goes with Isaiah 14, actually. This is talking about Esau Edom. All right? Him that opposed everything that attained him to the Most High. He says he is the Most High. Okay? I am a power, I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not the Most High, though thou set thy heart as the heart of the Most High. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel, that light. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches. All right, so that's America dealing with the nations. All right, and that was a wise thing how they got the world. It was fucked up, but it was wise through the spirit, low key. They tricked the world. They deceived the world to get on a paper currency, to use the U.S. dollar to do all their trades. All right, especially with oils. All right. They tricked the world to do that by getting in league with the oil nations, saying, look, we will allow you to do X, Y, Z to the Arabs. We let you do this, that, and this. Just make sure that all your trades you do with these other countries, it must be done with the U.S. dollar, which forced the other countries to use the U.S. dollar once it took the goddamn gold window off, man. Which made the U.S. dollar increase. It made the value of it increase because what? The rest of the world depended on it, man. And that was cool at that time. You know why? Because America was a thriving economy. America itself was doing great. Because we had factories. We manufactured shit. We exported goods, man. People used to fucking import to their own countries the American cars. That shit ain't happening like that no more. This place is through, man. By thy great wisdom, by thy traffic, because this is a great merchant city, man, hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thou hast set thy heart as the heart of God. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall devour thy brightness. And actual war is going to happen, but that starts with what? The war against what made America great, the U.S. dollar. And these other countries are relieving themselves of that U.S. debt, man. All right, sending those dollars back to America, all right, which overfloods the market and decreases the value to the point where hyperinflation finna smack. They shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the depths of them that are slain in the midst of the sea. All right, let me jump down. Verse 17. Thy heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings, that they may behold thee. So we're watching the time of this place being laid down to the ground, man. All right. Thou hast defiled thy sanctuaries by the multitude of thine iniquities, by the iniquity of thy traffic. Therefore will I bring forth the fire from the midst of thee. It shall devour thee, and I will bring thee to ashes upon the earth in the sight of all them that behold thee. All right, so this place is being brought low. This is back in Isaiah 14 and 4. That thou should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. So this place is considered the golden city, man. All right. And it says, who's ruling the wicked? Malachi 1 and 4. This is talking about modern Babylon, which is talking about Edom. And Edom is the so-called self-proclaimed white man who's really red. He who smoke, and it said that golden city, man. This place has been precious. Hey, this place has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, man. The Lord made Babylon great to get these nations on board with it, so it can get this great destruction, man. Hey, this is Jeremiah 51 and 7. Babylon had been, man, I'm going to start at 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, deliver every man his soul, be not cut off of her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. All right? The Lord has made Babylon this great nation of gold, man. All right? Made the other nations desire it, and it worked like a charm, man. The other nations got right in bed with Babylon. Whatever they say, how they said, their lifestyle, everything. The nations are for it, man. All right? But now the nations are mad. Okay? Now the nations are pissed. Because they realize they've been tricked. They've been duped. And they too are in debt and entangled with a fallen economy, a fallen society. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. So, hey, look, this is like, hey, this economy is through. Hey, but heal her. Go ahead, you nations, go ahead. You take the balm, heal this nation up. But what they say, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reached unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. So to hell with this place. These countries ain't thinking about this place. They looking to strengthen their own economies so they can bear through when the inevitable happen, when this shit crashes. But unfortunately for them, fortunately for us, all right, this is the works of the Lord that's happening. So these other countries fall too. But they're going to take Babylon down. They're going to rise up suddenly against this place. So they're getting rid of the U.S. dollar. They're increasing their gold reserves. Hey, they're devaluing their money to increase exports from their countries to stimulate their economies, which fucks the U.S. economy up more. Which in turn fucks the other nations up too, which is going to piss them off more so they can come and bomb this place. But one thing's for sure, is destroying the U.S. economy, man. All right? So there's gonna be no work for Egypt, man. This place is gonna fail miserably, man. This place is failing miserably. All right. If it's not enough oil, there's not enough truckers. There's not enough truckers. There's no goods for you at the stores. There's no goods for you at the stores. There's no need for workers. And also it comes that, the crash of the stock market. Okay. So back in Isaiah 14. 5, the Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. Now his time of being destroyed is coming, man. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no feller has come up against us. So when this devil goes down, man, the world is going to have peace, man. Hell from beneath is moved for thee. Hell from beneath is, and that word hell just means grave. Hell from beneath is moved for thee. That pit, Esau's going to that pit. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All right, so we're seeing the Lord speak about, once again, geopolitics, man. The rest of these countries turning on this place. But when is it happening? Okay? When America is weak, when America's low. And we're in that time, man. That's why the article is so heavy. We're in a time where America's at its weakest point in history. All they shall speak insanity. Art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave. America is bagging, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. This is a decaying society, man. This place is over with, man. Okay, this place is over with. So what's left? The full collapse and judgment, man, death. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. So seek the Lord while we got time, man, because soon, it's going to be too late. It's going to be judgment out here, man. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble and the strong men shall bow themselves. All right, and that's happening, man. Hey, all the economists, all right, they know what's up. That's the keepers of the house, the managers. Look up that word economy. Look at that etymology of it up. All right, look up that etymology of economists. All right, that's the house managers, that's the keepers of the house. They're trembling. They watching and seeing the signs and telling you, man, the dollar is through. All right, we entered into the worst depression ever, whatever. All right, this bubble is going to crash. This bubble is going to pop. The retail bubble, the car industry bubble, the housing bubble. They're telling you, man. They don't hide it. And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. That's joblessness. The grinders are talking about the workers. Even Jake, this ain't know what this is like. Even Jake to this day say what? I'm on the grind, referring to work. And those that look out of the windows be darkened. And the doors shall be shut in the streets, martial law, when the sound of the grinding is low. So it's going to be troops on these streets. When it's joblessness, there's recklessness. When it's recklessness, where there's disorder, Esau has to come and bring law and order. He shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right, so we're in that time, man. All right, this place is in the lowest state. All right, the mirth is gone. Okay, it's over with, man. So I hope this was edifying, man. Hey, we're in beautiful times. This country's through, man. All right, this country's through. Hope it was edifying. All praises, honor, glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakan Kodash. Double honor to the apostle that was a great millstone. And Sasha Brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Shalom wa ba ba ba.